Mi-Soul TV celebrating 2 years of Mi-Soul today. Joining me, Raj Dulari, model, singer, actress from New York, who's here in London. We're going to talk about a performance that she's doing in London a little bit later on, but first, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I have been performing since I was about 17. Love jazz, love gospel, R&B, grew up in the church, you know, same old, and I just love it. I've been self-producing and publishing my own stuff. I own my own business, and it's just been a great ride. Being an independent musician is fantastic.
When you say you own your own business, is that the music business that you're in?
Raj Dulari Music.
Okay, That's cool. Yeah, so you're a smart girl.
I'm trying.
So you're taking care of your publishing, which is good.
Yeah.
You know, that will set you up for the future.
Yeah.
You know, you have a brand new album,
yes,
Journey of a Woman.
Now,
influences on this album, tell us about them.
This album, Shaka Khan, Anita Baker, we were talking about Jill Scott, just anybody, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan. I really feel like it's a mix of everybody.
Okay, so when you were a little girl, were you the kind that was in front of the mirror with a hairbrush pretending to be Ella?
Oh yeah. I first heard like Sarah Vaughan's Julia Bop and Ella's Lemon Drop and, all of those great jazz tunes. And I was listening to jazz when everyone else was listening to like 1980s pop music and stuff like that. So
did Mom and Dad have it on in the background?
Yeah, my aunt and uncle owned the first black radio station, jazz station in Texas where we lived at the time.
Okay.
And so we had all kinds of jazz records and stuff like that.
Fantastic. Yeah. Did you visit the station? Did you get kind of a buzz from doing that? Did you?
I did. I got to see it like once or twice. They started it in their home actually, and then it became like Mi-Soul. It became a huge thing. It was KAZI, and I loved it. I just, but it wasn't until I started performing at 17 that I really was like, oh, okay, this is what I want to do. Because I knew a lot of musicians. My family sang in church, but I was like, to do it as a job, I don't know about that, But when I started performing at 17, it was like the bug bit me and I couldn't let it go.
Did you do the church thing as well?
I did.
In the choir?
My mom was the choir director. My grandfather was the pastor. All of that, yeah. So there's good roots in the church. Well,
your family who own a radio station, your mum was in charge of the church choir. You had it there for you.
That's it, yeah. I mean, you would think that would be the natural progression. I actually wanted to be an actress, and I wanted to be. Did you ever see that movie with Gregory Hines, Tap?
Yes.
And Sammy Davis Jr. I wanted to be a tap dancer. So I used to run around the house with like little tap shoes on. But so I was trying to get away from music, but it never left me. It was something that was like my first love, Right, so I'm truly glad for the path that I'm on.
I guess once you're bitten by something, it's difficult to get away from it.
Yeah.
Even if you try and concentrate on getting into something else, like you mentioned, acting.
Yeah, I did. But I really feel like when you have a purpose on your life and you're called for something, that's it. You won't have any other option. And I'm glad for it. I'm grateful for it.
Tell us about the modeling.
Modeling has been fun. It's funny. I never considered myself as a model. I just always say I'm a musician that takes a good picture every once in a while. But a couple of times people have asked me to do some modeling, and it's been great. I try not to take it too seriously because I'm a curvy girl. And the world of plus modeling is just as crazy as the world of straight size modeling.
We love curves.
Yeah, curves are good, honey. We have fun with curves.
Yeah, say that again. Curves are good, honey.
Curves are good, babe.
We love curves. But when you say modeling, is it face, everything?
It's whatever people want me to do. Just anything.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Thank you.
What do you get more nervous at? Being in front of a camera, having a photo shoot, or being in the studio?
Oh, that's a hard one. I would say the photo shoot, because the studio feels like home to me.
Yeah.
When I'm on stage, I get nervous for that. But being in the studio, you have time. Yeah. Oh, gosh. I feel like if you're not nervous before a performance, maybe you don't take it as seriously. When you take it seriously, you're nervous because you want it to go right.
Yeah, no, I suppose you're right there. Yeah, I've heard of some people throw up before a performance.
Yeah, I don't get that bad, but I know that some people do.
Okay, so if it's an intimate venue, is that more nervy than a bigger arena type venue?
I think they both have their own challenges. I mean, I think with a bigger venue and when you can't see everyone, some people might think that that's great, but I like to be able to see people because I like to interact with them. Whenever we do concerts, I think about everything in the room. I think about the temperature. I think about the food that you're being offered. I think about what the lights are doing because it's all about the environment. It's not just about the music. So that's all important to me.
Okay, you just performed in Paris.
Yes, at Biz Art Club. Yeah, that was amazing.
You enjoyed that?
We had for our first time, for my very first time ever headlining or anything in Paris, it was amazing. We had almost standing room only. There were a lot of people. The band was great. Khalil, the music director, was great. The venue was awesome. And the food, you haven't had au gratin potatoes until you have them in Paris. That's all I'm saying. It's very good.
You've clearly performed around America.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a difference between that and Europe?
I think it's different. I don't think that that either one of them is good or bad or better than the other. It's just different.
Who's the tougher audience?
I don't know, because Americans can be tough, honey. It's like your hometown. It's like when you're performing for your family. They know you, so they know all your quirks and everything, so they're harder on you. But I think that what's beautiful about coming to the United Kingdom and to Europe is that people here have a real appreciation for soul music, and it's just... I just feel the love. I feel it, and it's amazing. Like with the audience and having people react and things like that. It's just different. It's good. It's a good different.
Is what you do soul music?
Yes. Yes.
It's difficult to kind of like put your music in a category.
Well, and that I love. I love that you can't really categorize it. It's soul music. It's gospel. It's jazz. It's R&B. It's down home. You know. I like to say it's like talking to your cousin, your favorite female cousin. You're sitting in the kitchen, y'all maybe have a glass of something or two, and you're just having a good time and talking about your stories.
Okay, so the new album, second album, right?
Yeah.
Journey of a Woman. How long did it take to do it from start to finish?
It took us, it's funny because when we came to London in October, we were just doing like a fact-finding thing, and we started recording as soon as we left in October, and by January 1, we had released. So we had already started to sort of write the music over last summer. I would say all told about a year to get everything together.
Even that's quite quick, actually.
Yeah.
I've heard of people that, work 2, 3, 4 years on an album. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, I think that especially as an independent artist, you have to set a date with yourself and then just do it, because you can, like, for instance, if I had the opportunity, I probably would remix and redo and re-engineer Journey of a Woman for the next 10 years.
Why?
But you can't do that.
You're not happy with, not that you're not happy, but you're a control freak in the nicest term.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's your baby. You always want to, if I hadn't set that deadline for myself, would I have done like many more things to it? Would I have added an orchestra to it? Of course I would. You know what I mean? It's like if you have all the time in the world, you would love to. But
surely you get to a point where it's diminishing returns. You can only go so far.
And honestly, I really feel like this project is complete. I feel like at the end of the day, you listen to it, it's from start to finish. The songs flow right into the other. It's not just a hodgepodge. It's really a conversation that you have. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's a complete, package.
Do you have a favorite track from the album?
People ask me that. It's like your favorite baby. Like, how do you know?
Yeah, it's a bit unfair. Forget that.
No. It's a good
question to ask.
No. It's good. It's just, you love all of them so much. I would say Natural I like because it's empowering and it's about women with curves and loving yourself in your natural state. But I also really like Black Girl. Yeah. If I was to think of one, and Miracles too. Miracles is like, it's totally jazz, but I love it.
Black Girl reminds me of Black Butterfly.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
Yes, from Denise Williams, right?
Yeah,
Denise Williams.
The same kind of feel to it, the same kind of emotion to it.
Well, and it's actually the same intention. And a little known fact, Black Girl actually has a secret intro, but if you go on my website, you can actually download it for free. I'll tell you, it's got a little inference to the Beatles, but I couldn't put it on the album. So if you go online, and I ain't trying to mess with Sony, man. Sony's my friend. We'll keep it cute. But it's about really just when you're in the dark and you're scared and you have your dreams, but you're not sure how to go forward, you have to see yourself as with the ability to fly. If you see that's like we were talking about the journey to the Grammys. If you can see far away, then it keeps you going every day. So that's what I think Black Girl is about, your strength.
For the benefit of the viewers, when Raj Dulari mentioned Journey to the Grammys, we were in the radio studio, and that's a great line.
Thank you.
Journey to the Grammys.
Yeah.
Just tell us on camera what you mean by that.
So years ago, I was in bands in Boston, and I felt like my career wasn't really going anywhere, and I had been singing for 10 years and nothing really happened. And I said, you know what? I'm going to move to New York. So I cashed in my retirement. I had a day job, cashed in my retirement, packed up all my stuff, moved to New York. And when I got there, I was like, if I'm going to be in this city and I'm going to take on this monumental thing to be a musician, because there's a million singers in New York, I've got to see myself at the highest level so that I can keep motivated. So Journey to the Grammys is about wanting to be affirmed for the hard work that you do. It's not necessarily about the award, but I believe that my purpose is to make music and travel the world and help my musicians and help my family and be successful in a good way. Now, I don't need to be a millionaire, but be successful. And I believe that I'm going to win a Grammy. I will win a Grammy.
So it's not the fame and fortune, is it? It's for the love of what you do.
Yeah, and to be self-sustaining. A lot of what I do, the reason I travel is so that I can go back home and I can hire my musicians and we can do even more stuff. You know, everybody's got bills to pay.
And hopefully keep the same team around you through the whole journey.
Yes, that is always the goal. We have a family, that's how we like to keep it.
So do you pick your musicians? Do you kind of audition people? And you'd be like, right, play the bass, let me hear you.
Well, you know, not so much because I have so many friends who are musicians, so I don't necessarily have to do the auditions. But like, for instance, the producer on this album, Aaron Brooks Roberts, I've known him for years, and he has a band called True Vibe. And they are just, they're the consummate musicians. So when I was doing album number 2 and I knew I wanted a different sound, it was a no-brainer to work with Aaron because he just has, you'll hear his chords and stuff. His writing is amazing, and he wrote a lot of the songs with me on the album. But so when you have guys like that, they're just your friends, and you're like, okay, it's about time I'm going in the studio. Y'all want to come with me? Yes, okay, and we go.
Yeah, if they're busy, what do you do? Pick someone else?
If they're busy, sometimes I pick someone else, or sometimes I wait a little bit. Good music is worth waiting for.
Okay, that's
I truly believe that.
Okay, now Raj Dulari wants to work with 2 legends from the UK. Tell us who they are.
Okay, Omar. You're going to be watching something one day, and you're going to see me say that I want to work with you. Now, I say all of that, and then watch I get in the studio with him, and I'm like...
be like...
But I totally love Omar. I think he is an amazing musician. I think his voice is one of a kind, and I think he's an awesome songwriter. So if I got a chance to sing with him, I think that would I would probably pass out, and then I get up and get to work. But, for the first minute. And then I really love Bluey from Incognito. We just met him today. Hi, Bluey. It was great to meet him. I love Incognito. I love Mesa. I've just been a fan of them for a long time. So to walk in and one of the first faces I see in Mi-Soul radio is Bluey is awesome.
It's quite strange from my point of view to have someone from New York who actually knows of Incognito and is into them.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. I will tell you, Incognito is big in New York. A lot of people love. I think when they come there, their shows are pretty much sold out. So, and all the vocalists who know that they want to work with Incognito.
Yeah,
it's like Sweetback. You know what I mean? Those kinds of bands, man. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You're talking about bands that not necessarily in the public eye.
Yeah.
But should be.
Yeah, and if you know them, you know how talented they are and how incredible they are. So.
Okay, so the album's out now.
Yes, in stores, iTunes, Amazon, Rajdulari.com, everywhere.
Yeah, that's Rajdulari.com.
Yes.
All right, check out her website as well. Great name, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
Fantastic name. Good luck with the album.
Thank you so
thanks
much.
Thanks for coming in and spending some time with us here.
Thank you.
Good luck with future performances.
Thank you. Yes, I'm excited. I'm going to be at Pizza Fest. I don't know when this is going to come out, but I'm going to be at Pizza Pheasantry tomorrow, Friday. We are celebrating Independence Day in the UK, so I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a live band. Here's the flyer. Check it out. Shameless plug, right?
No. Hey, plug away. No problem.
Yeah, live band. We're going to go. We like to have fun. If you see me kick my shoes off, we're about to get down. Okay. Like we have a good time in there. So.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And when you win that Grammy, you want to hold it up and say, "There you go. That's for
I'm
my soul."
gonna say, "See Mi-Soul. Come on now, we did it."
Raj Dulari. Come on. There you go.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Happy birthday, Mi-Soul.